What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Wow. Why am I rushing the week right now? Jesus. Happy Saturday. I have no idea what I'm on. I just got back from the funeral a couple of hours ago, so eyes are all poofed. But, yeah, I'm just happy to be here, man. Literally. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos that I'm putting out. Yesterday I tried something new. Really didn't like the sound of the recording, being that I did on the 6S. Normally I use the Pro, but at least now I know what the sound sounds like on it, which is kind of crappy, right? Also, please remember to subscribe, comment, like, share the videos. It's well appreciated. Hope somebody's finding some kind of useful content from this information. Alright, so in this video I'm gonna go ahead and go over a couple of things. How I got into Forex, what is Forex, is it a scam, can I make money, and what do I need to succeed in Forex. Okay, now these are all going to be from my perspective. You could agree, disagree, you know. Again, it's my perspective. These are things that I've gone through while I've been doing Forex or still doing Forex, and I'm just going to share that with you guys. So I basically got into Forex maybe 3 years now that I've been in it. I'm not an expert. I'm not a pro. I am not rocking a Hue Bolt or some crazy watch. I don't drive a Lamborghini or Porsche, or, you know, I don't have tons of money floating around saying that I'm a day trader and all this other stuff. I am just a regular Joe that I do good on Forex to where I'm able to make an additional couple of $100 at the end of the week, which if I really buckle down and probably get down to the nitty gritty and learn how to analyze the charts correctly, I'd probably be a beast. Literally, probably. But I basically got into Forex because my business partner had an agent when we were a manager at a call center, and this agent basically said, hey, you know what? I'm doing this really cool program. You're able to make money online, and, you know, you'll be able to quit your job in the next year. Oh, word? Wow, that's awesome. You know, tell me more. Normally I do a lot of background and extensive research, and I do the most. I'm not gonna lie, in this case I dropped the ball. I didn't do a lot of research. I never really cared to look into it. I was just like, you know what, whatever, let's just pay the money, see what it's about, and then decide if we're gonna continue to do it. At the time when we signed up, I want to say it was like $190 something to sign up. I want to say it was about $190 something to sign up for the program. It was iMarkets Live. They probably changed the name by now, I'm not sure, but when we signed up, you know, we went through the process, did the little courses, watched the videos, and just like any other item when they're selling it to you, you know, well, this is an introduction for this, so you have to buy this program and that program, and if you want to go ahead and you know, have somebody trade for you, and if you want to get trade signals, and it was a lot, to the point where I think we did it for about a month. And at that point I was just like, yeah, I don't want to keep paying for this, because after doing it for that month, I started doing a lot of research, started watching a lot of videos. Shout out to YouTube for that, because that's when I started to find a lot of people that I knew that that's when I started to find a lot of people that I didn't know that were into Forex that were in my circle. So at that point, you know, one of my friends, he was like, hey, I know Q Banks. Yeah, you know, I used to trade with him. So from there, mine exploded. Wait, pause. I'm paying for a program when I know a guy who could actually teach me how to trade for the low. And all I got to do is take him to a hookah bar, feed him food, feed him drinks, and, you know, we're going to sit down, we're going to hookah, we're going to eat, and we're going to have a good time. And you're going to teach me how to trade? Wait, what? All right, bet. So we did that for a while. And, you know, that's literally how we got into it, to the point where After all, everyone goes their separate ways, and I was still mingling and dabbling in the whole Forex market. And, I would pretty much look at the charts. I'd analyze them based on my methods, and based on my methods, when I analyze, it's not the most detailed, it's not the most correct way, but just me looking at the market and knowing what I know, the basics of what I know, and just looking at the market, using my tools and everything else, I'm able to make educated guesses to bet in a correct space to know, okay, I'm going to be in profit or I'm not going to be in profit. So with that, that's literally how I got into Forex. And then, of course, with my partner, she's fantastic when it comes to reading the charts. She's that person that she's gonna find your highest high, your lowest lows, and the whole nine. That's like your markup queen for freaking days. Unlike me, I'm like, let me just look at the chart and let me put it on this hour, let me put it on this minute. Oh, bet. So that's what's gonna happen next. So I'm more of the short-handed version, she's the long-handed version, and because of that, we worked well in coming up with, how we basically trade. And that was our game plan. It was like, look, you're really good at doing what you do. However, I'm going to be the person that tests the numbers or tests the formulas that you're spitting out, because I'm just not that, analytical when it comes down to it. So we basically fed off of each other, and that's been our like forte this whole time when it comes to trading in Forex. All right. Now, what is Forex? Basically, it's a foreign exchange market, and the market is open 24 hours for 5 days a week. And I say that because the market is closed Saturdays at 5 p.m. at least here. Sundays it opens at 5 p.m. Okay, so from Sunday to Saturday you're able to trade, and there's different trading sessions. So you have like New York, London. A lot of people are gonna say, oh yeah, it's better to trade in the London session or New York session or the crossover. I've heard all of that. So I've heard the people that say, oh, well, it doesn't matter what session there is. As long as you're a good trader, you could trade at any time of the day. And of course, some people I agree with. If you're really good at what you're doing and you know your craft and you know your skill, you could probably trade water to a dog at this point, So it's literally just learning the skill and learning the trade and knowing what you're doing. When you're trading, you're basically trading currency in the market. So the currency, you're basically saying that currency is either going to go higher than another currency, or it's going to go lower than another currency in a buy or a sell. A lot of times if the market is up, it's going to be called a bullish market. If the market is down, it's going to be called a bearish market. So you hear people say, oh, it's a bull or a bear. That's basically just saying if the market's going up or down. So it's either going to be green for up or red for down when it comes to that. So even though there's a lot of terms out there, you definitely want to go ahead and know bullish and bearish for the most part, because that's going to literally be the flow of the market. If the market's volatile, then okay, well, it's either going up and down too much or it's consolidating. And those are ways for you to tell that is basically by looking at the chart based on whatever hours or minutes on the chart that you're comfortable with, and of course back tracing, right? Now, when you trade this money, you're basically buying shares into a country's economy, all right? That's like the best way for me to explain it when it comes to like trading stocks. So, I'm sorry, it comes to trading currency. So it's kind of like, I'm going to say, hey, euro, the euro versus Canadian dollar. So that would be the EUR CAD. depending on what's taking place, I could say, well, the euro is gonna sell more than the Canadian dollar. So it's gonna go higher than the Canadian dollar. Based on where I'm at, I'll place a bid. The euro goes up, great, I'm gonna make money. It goes down, I'm losing money. So again, these are all skills that you would perfect and learn over the period of time, right? Now, does it take a lot to learn how to trade? Not necessarily, but you want to at least have some kind of background to know how to trade, so that way you're not losing. So that way you're not losing a lot of money, because with the market itself, a lot of people jump in thinking, yeah, let me put in $1,000, $2,000, and tomorrow it's going to be $1,000, $2,000, or by Friday it's going to be $1,000, $2,000, and that's unfortunately not the way it is. Especially for new traders, I would definitely say that you want to start with like the major pairs. So like the US dollar, which would be the USD, the JPY. I love JPY. Oh my god. If I ever want to make a killing, put me on a JPY chart. It's done. Like the Japanese yen, buddy, that's bae all day. I'll definitely say start off with charts that are easy to read, easy to understand. They're a little bit consistent, so you're always able to find patterns that you're able to backtrace to say, okay, well, this is going to happen, or this looks like a flagpole pattern, so this means that the market is going to go up. There's so many different ways to go about reading the charts. It's crazy. And best of all, Pinterest, honest to God, is like a lifesaver when it comes to finding different patterns for you to go ahead and look over. Pinterest is a gem for that. So definitely look into that. Also, just knowing how to read like the pairs would also help. So for example, if you had JPY, that's a Japanese yen. If you had USD, that's a Japanese dollar. If you had NZD, that's the New Zealand dollar. So the NZ is the name of the country, and then the D is the dollar. The US, it's United States, and then the D is dollar. And of course, Japanese yen is Japanese yen. So you want to just go ahead and verse yourself on a little bit of the major pairs, look over those, so that way you're at least comfortable with it, to know what they are. And once you get the basic of that down, then I think you're able to then go ahead and get somewhat into Forex. Is it a scam? No, I wouldn't say it's a scam. Do people make scam off of, or do people make scam? Can people become scammy with it? Yes, they can, because I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of people out there flashing Rolexes and watches, and people are looking at their lifestyle and they're like, oh, I want that lifestyle, or if I start trading tomorrow, I'm gonna have this in the next 6, 7, 8 months. But no one's actually telling you, like, they've probably been doing it. Like Q Banks, I've been following them from Target days, and that's one of those people that I could say, well, you know what, I've seen this person start from the bottom and now they're there. But he has literally put in like 5-6 years of dedicating himself to making sure that his trade, his skill is up there. So he knows, hey, you know what, this is an area that I'm really good at. I'm always going to be in profit, and I'm always going to make money. So even if he loses money, it's not that big of a deal for him, and he's not really stressed about it, because he has his ways of coming back strong in the market, which I'm pretty sure of, right? So yes, there's probably people out there scamming the hell out of people, but for them to get scammed into it, that's also them not doing their research. Somebody was saying that Black China apparently now trades. Really? I'm pretty sure it's probably iMarkets Live or one of these places where you sign up, you spend all this money, and yeah, when you're done spending money with her, you're gonna have to go spend money again for them to send you trade signals and the whole 9 yards. And you're probably never gonna stop spending money at that point, and you're probably not even making the money that you just put back in. So unfortunately, people have given it a bad they've given it a bad rep because of that. So I've heard some people say that it's gambling and it's illegal. Everything is a gamble, bro. Life in itself is a gamble. So would I call it gambling? Yeah. You're gambling, you're betting, you're placing a bet, you're placing a bid, whatever it is. At the end of the day, you're able to make a lot of money off of it. If you study the scaling, if you study the trade, you can make money. If you put yourself in the correct mindset, you can make money. When you're trading, there's no way that you can be an emotional trader. You can't be an emotional trader. You have to be a very logical person. You can't be attached to money, because I think that's the first thing that trading, especially in a live account, will teach you, is like the same way. As fast as you get in is as fast as you'll probably get out. And it sucks, but it's the truth. Like, you could lose money like that, but you could also gain money like that. So it's a double-edged sword, and you are able to make a decent living off of it as long as you know what you're doing, you're confident in what you're doing, and you have patience. All right. The tools that are needed essentially for Forex, I would say MetaTrader 4. So you can download that on your phone, your tablet. You're able to place trades from there. That's where your brokers are located. There is a MetaTrader 5, but I haven't really played around with it. I know that was released at a later time. Supposedly it's better, but a lot of people use MetaTrader 4 because it's been around for longer than MetaTrader 5. You need a broker, so you would have to find a broker that's going to work for you. There's a lot of brokers. I use Hugo's Way and what is it? KOT4X. I use those on my computer, and just to see what their interface would look like, and I also have it on my my MT4. So those are the brokers that I use. I use those brokers because I researched the brokers. I found brokers that would work with what I would like to do in the sense of the deposit amount. A lot of brokers will ask for you to have a high deposit amount. Personally, I don't have a high deposit amount, so I found brokers that they're willing to work with my with like my $10 deposit or my $20 deposit, $30 deposit, and they'll also give me the ability to have a higher leverage on my account. So you have to look into all those when you decide that you're gonna choose your broker and what's gonna work best for you. All right. So I think that's pretty much it with Forex, honestly. I'll pretty much make some more videos going into it later on, but it's the best breakdown that I could think of is it's easy to make money, it's easy to lose money. You have to be patient. You cannot be an emotional trader. You have to be somebody that is okay with taking a loss, and knowing when to stop is also going to be, a defining factor. You also don't want to be too overly cocky unless you know what the hell you're doing. But to just start off, I would definitely say, and a lot of people will tell you, oh, trade dummy accounts. No, there's nothing like put at least $30 in a live account. Find a broker that will let you put about $30 into a live account and practice on that money. I promise you, it will not only help to put you in a mindset of a trader, but it will help you to understand, okay, so this is how this works, that's how that works. I can't really leverage this much, I can't really leverage that much, and based on what I'm doing, this is how my account will be affected. I'm not saying that the dummy accounts aren't good, but I personally found out when I traded on a dummy account, I was a superstar. You know, off the back, I was a superstar. When I got into the real life world, I'm not gonna say that I wasn't a superstar, but I now had to sit here and take lower risk because I know, damn, only have 500 in this account. I really don't want to lose all my money up front compared to a dummy account where I'm like, oh, put it in. So trading is a great skill to learn. You know, if you practice it, you will get good at it. Can you quit your job and live a lavish life? Of course, like, hands down, you can. But you have to find strategies that's going to work for you. You have to find patterns that are going to work for you, and you have to stick to a game plan. If you have something that you think works, stick to it. Don't switch it up and don't change it because you feel like, well, you know, that's not going to work. No, if you find something that works, keep it. If you're used to using signals and stuff like that to trade, keep it, because that's your trading plan. So essentially, you want to have a trading plan. You want to have a good broker. You want to have a good mindset. You want to be patient and just go with the flow. You don't ever want to over leverage, over risk, overbid, and lose all your money, because then that's kind of pointless, literally. But you know, those are pretty much my take on Forex itself. I'll be making another video to follow up with the different types of patterns that I normally use, and any kind of style of I don't think I have a trading style. I'm not gonna say trading style, but I'll follow up with different patterns that I use, and also different indicators that I use whenever I trade, and you know, just go over any other questions that might come up. So I'll see y'all on the flip side, and hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day.